What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm filming this with my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I just want to do a little test to see how good the camera might be as an alternate to using the Sony or the Nikon and so on for certain situations. I'm not using this with the external mic that I have, even though I could, but I've chosen not to do that just to see how the audio quality is as well. So I'm working on a little project. I'm sitting on the floor here in the garage. I got something right here in front of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the rear-facing camera and I'm going to show you guys what it is that I'm working on. I think it's a cool concept. I'm hoping that it turns out good, or else I'm going to have to buy some new trim. So there's a little hint. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show you guys what I'm... All right, so some of you guys might have seen this stuff before. Not really sure. This is Duplicolor Shadow Chrome Blackout Coating. And this is what I have planned today. So I've got my... both pieces of my grill, and then I've also got my headlight rings over here. Don't mind the dirtiness on the floor. We just cleaned up the garage a little bit, but I still need to vacuum these carpets. These are just here mostly for comfort and if the kids want to come fool around in the garage during the winter. So this is their Shadow Chrome Blackout Coating, and what it comes with is it comes with this base coat here that's supposed to give you a nice dark chrome tint. And then it also comes with a can of clear coat, which is to finish it off with, just to help protect that base coat. So I just picked this up this evening at AutoZone. I've been pretty much, sitting here thinking about buying the gloss black trim kit from like the JCW or just one of the third-party ones or whatever. The vinyl on my headlight rings, mostly on the back of it, is starting to let loose. And I think that's mostly just because there's just too much grime and grease back there that it would need a whole lot more prep than what I gave it to really hang on. But I mean, the front is hanging on just fine. But I'd really like the whole front to match. So I don't want to leave those carbon fiber and then have, these pieces in this coating right here. I think that would look a little strange. So I'd like to just do everything in a uniform, coat and see how it goes. So as you can see down here, you can use it on wheels, bumpers, exhaust tips, valve covers, and chrome accessories. So it doesn't have to be like legit, chrome wheels or whatever. It can just be chrome plated plastic trim and stuff like that. Another reason that I looked into this was because you can see here that the prep work is only to prepare your surface by removing dirt, wax, and grease, and using a quality grease and wax remover or a Duplicolor prep spray. There's absolutely no need in here to do any kind of sanding to the surface, and mostly because, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to like sand things that are chrome before, but it's not that pleasant. And also, most of the things like this should already have a pretty smooth surface. You might have like some light road pitting like I do right here. But for the most part, you should be pretty good to go. So after you get it all prepped, you apply 2 to 3 light coats until your desired effect is achieved, and then each additional coat will give you a darker appearance. Now, I want mine to be relatively close to that gloss black, but not quite gloss black. I'm going to, play around with it a little bit after I do those 2 to 3 light coats, and then once we have a nice tacky surface, I'm really going to play with the next couple of coats to see where I get the color to and if I like it or not. And if not, oh well, I can always just make them super dark and then clear them, and then I'll basically have black trim, hopefully. And then the last thing you do is you apply 2 to 3 light coats of clear, allowing 20 minutes between coats. And then you're going to do 1 to 2 heavier wet coats, allowing 20 minutes between those coats. Says it dries to the touch in 1 hour and can be handled in 4 to 5. So it is about 8 p.m. where I'm at right now. So what I'll probably do is just try to slap these back on in the morning. It's not going to be that hard because my top piece basically has no clips except for like the main clips that have a small screw backing them on one side. So yeah, my top trim is pretty much trash. I've already gone ahead and degreased and prepped this top piece. So this is the one that I'm going to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will show you guys what it looks like after I get a couple of these light coats. Before I get started spraying here, I just wanted to show you guys something, see if I can get nice and close to focus on that. You see that spray tip? I absolutely love these kind of spray tips. this red piece here can actually be rotated with your finger. You kind of just have to use like 2 fingernails, but you can rotate this and it actually changes the horizon of your fan spray. So right now in this setting, I know it seems kind of backwards why, you know, that little notch in the center would be horizontal, but that actually means I'm getting a vertical spray pattern, meaning that my spray pattern is going to be, you know, nice and wide this way. And then you can rotate it the other direction to where that little notch would be vertical, and then you have a horizontal spray pattern, so your spray pattern would be like this, so it's easy to go up and down and fan up and down, and then you can rotate it and go back to this way. So those really help get like a nice good coverage when you have to hit some awkward angles, and you can also leave it kind of anywhere in between and get, you know, these awkward angles that you can't otherwise get. I wish a lot of other paint companies use this kind of nozzle. So just a quick little thing for you guys right there. All right, you guys, so this is just one very, very light coat. This is the first coat that I've done. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I mean, you should be relatively able to see that it has darkened up. It's not super dark or anything crazy, but it definitely has a tint to it. So I've done the front side and the back side. Just make sure you hit all your angles. I'm probably gonna have to turn this over later on and get that very, very top piece right there. Or I might try to hit it just kind of downward like that. But yeah, this is just one coat. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a few minutes, maybe 15 or so, and then I'm going to hit it with another light coat. Here is my third coat, and it's still a little bit wet, so it is pretty glossy. I'm not sure if it might haze a little bit or whatever when it dries. I'm going to let this one fully dry. I'm going to give this one like a good 30 minutes or so to dry, and I'll start working on the other pieces. But it's basically gotten pretty much to the desired effect that I think I want. This, like I said, is about 3 coats. I might do one more coat just to make sure it's nice and even. The thing about this is to make sure that you're just moving nice and even. I know that right here, it kind of looks, those little bumps and stuff you see, that's actually just pitting that was in the trim itself. But when you first lay it down, it almost looks like it's not going to cover even, and like you have these weird cloudy spots. But I mean, look at that. You can still see like a nice, decent reflection in this stuff. It's not quite like gloss black. It's very strange. It's actually really neat. When you look at it kind of from a distance, you're like, oh, it's just gloss black trim. But then you get up close and you see like how shiny your reflection is, you know, just like regular chrome, and you're like, holy cow, like what? Because I don't know about you guys, but when I usually look at somebody else's gloss black trim that's like straight gloss black, you don't really see like a full color reflection back at yourself, if any reflection at all. This is actually really neat. So I will come back in just a few, or it'll be a few seconds for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the bottom piece of the grill, and then I also need to remove that vinyl from my headlight ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and let this one sit and dry for a little bit, see how it looks, see if I want to do another coat, or if I think this one's good, let it dry for a little longer while I work on the other ones, and then we will start on the clearing process. Alright, so here we are. I got the headlight rings done. I went ahead and I did everything pretty dark. It still has that really nice, you know, reflective sheen. I mean, they pretty much look like they would have been painted black, but it's a really high gloss black. A lot of that chrome that could be underneath, like the effect that most people probably want out of this product, is pretty much gone. And like I said, I really wanted the black trim anyways, so that's why I decided to go heavy on them. So at this point, they're dry. They're at least dry to the touch. Yeah, they're dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break out the clear coat from the kit, and I'm going to go ahead and clear the rings, and then I will check the other 2 pieces of trim, make sure that they're dry as well, so that after these rings are cleared, I can go ahead and clear those, and then we're going to let them sit overnight. I'm going to put them on the car in the morning, and then I will give you guys a little update and a little look at them in the morning. Alright guys, so I just got done with the last coat of clear on the last piece, which is the top trim of the grille. I've got one headlight ring over there. I've got the bottom piece behind me on another box, and also the other headlight ring. These are all now going to sit overnight and just cure and harden up the clear coat. And then in the morning before I head off to work, I'll go ahead and clip these back in as quickly as I can. And then I will make a video probably after work tomorrow and show you guys a full little outside video of what they look like, how it came out. Right now, just looking at them on the garage floor, all said and done, I think they look fantastic. Especially for saving myself, you know, like $200 some to get the black pieces from like ECS Tuning or something like that. This definitely saved me a lot of money. This kit only cost me I think it was $21 at AutoZone, and I'm gonna have to say it didn't come out half bad. Not half bad at all, especially on some older beat up trim. So they're looking nice and glossy, and like I said, I went pretty heavy with the black. I just wanted to go ahead and get that nice deep rich black look instead of trying to make them like kind of shadowed or whatever. I think that'll definitely go a lot better if I decide down the line to get like the door handle pieces and the gas tank cover and all that type of good stuff. So if I decide to buy those pieces, or if I can somehow, you know, maybe I'll remove those and do them just like I did here. We'll see. But for the most part, came out pretty good. So I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace out, and please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I really appreciate all you new subscribers who have gone ahead and done that for me. Really keeps me motivated and pushes me to make more videos like this. So I really appreciate you guys. I think this Friday I'm going to go ahead and try to get on the track. I'm not 100% sure. There's some rain that keeps popping in and out of our forecasts, so hopefully it goes away and we can go ahead and get some track footage. I know you guys, a few of y'all have probably been waiting for that. I'm dying to see what new numbers the Mini could put down, especially with the weather being in the mid 60s. It's going to be actually really close to 70 on Friday, so hopefully the track has some nice good heat in the asphalt and we can make some good runs. Alright guys, peace out. I'll see you in the next one.